Oh, I'm alive. I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, when you call for me. Oh, when I hear you breathe, I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, I get wings to fly. Oh, I'm alive. Hi, everybody. We are alive. Welcome to this live again. How are you doing? How was your day? I hope that it was really, really good. Okay, guys. I don't know. Somebody said that I should wait for people to come in, but you know what? I'm just going to go in. For those who join later on, I say welcome. For those who will be watching later after the video has ended, the live has ended, I'm still going to say in advance, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate you. Okay, from the topic that we'll be discussing today is what plays an important factor in a child's life. Is it resources or is it the mindset? And I'm talking about the success of a child. It starts from being a child into adulthood as well. For me, I'm going to give you some statistics. I've been reading up on some, statistic and stuff, and I'm going to back it up. But first, I'm going to tell you my stance. All right. So growing up in Jamaica, we have always heard that, education is a way out of poverty. As a result of that, you have parents who would do almost anything to actually ensure that their children go to school. So even if they can go without food, then the child must go to school, especially when the exam is to be paid for. No matter where the money is to come from, the exam is going to be paid for. When I look at it, I was reading the Gleaner, and I'm talking about the Jamaica Gleaner. So I actually do some research. So I'm going to tell you what I have found out, and then I'm going to tell you exactly where I stand. I don't know if you are going to agree with what I'm saying or if you're going to disagree. So when I talk about resources, I'm talking about financial resources in the home. I'm talking about the financial resources where, because of that, the child will go to school hungry. There's no laptop in the house. When you talk about resources as well, I'm talking about in the schools where you have lack of resources. Perhaps they don't have laptop. Perhaps, they don't have the funds where they can take, where children can be taken on educational trips and everything like that. So that's what, when I'm talking about resources, I'm talking about it from that standpoint. Or is it the mindset of the child or the mindset of the culture, the mindset of the people that will influence the success of the child or not? Okay, so in November 8th, so I'm talking about this month, I saw the headline, Street Vendor Thrilled as Two Daughters Graduated from UWI. So I'm talking about the story of Crystal Bell and Leisha Bell. And from that, from reading the article, what I gathered was that the mother, a single mother, actually did, selling on the road and everything like that. She was a street vendor. During the course of that, she was shot once and she has been robbed numerous times. But that did not stop her. The children, as a result, as well. One of them, I think it was Crystal, who said that she actually helped her mother to sell in the stall as well. When you look at it from that standpoint, you can say that's determination. The child could have probably been ashamed to actually help to sell in the stall, going to UWI, perhaps other people, she could look at it that, other people would laugh at her thinking that it was not cool. But no, she actually helped her mother because she knew that everything that the mother was earning, the, from the sale of whatever she was selling, that it was to go towards her education. Also, she got the chance to participate in overseas summer work and to travel programs to to the US. You could look at it and you could say, okay, she could have sat back, the mother could have sat back and as well and say, you know what, I don't have the money. But no, she did not do that. She could have also been discouraged when she was shot at, and also when, she was robbed numerous times. But that did not deter her. So right away, I'm seeing that as determination. So that's one instance. I saw as well in March of this year where a 17-year-old girl from, I think it was Black River High, her name is, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right as well, Yanaya Ferron. And I saw where she got her 61st academic awards. When you look at it, you could say that Jamaica is actually a developing country. And when I'm referring to, people's mindset when it comes on to education, I'm not only talking about in Jamaica, but because I grew up in Jamaica and I'm aware of the culture, then I can look at it from that standpoint. So I'm trying to point out that yes, some people actually came from humble beginnings, but they did not let that deter them. They did not have the resources, but they still push through. So that is two examples that I'm going to draw on. I also saw where a teacher, and I'm going to find it because I have actually done some research. So there was a teacher, let me see if I can find it. Just give me a second. So let me see, a teacher, she actually came from, I think what she says, she described herself as like a slow starter in life, but she did not let that deter her. She actually, overcome a lot of things and became a teacher. Oh, yes, here it is. Her name is Abigail Parks from Glenmuir High School. And it says that Abigail is all too familiar with not having the fastest start, but persistently engaging a dogged determination to turn things around to accomplish her goal. So when you look at it as well, you're seeing that these are examples where it's not like these people were very rich, had very rich upbringing, but when you look at it, they overcame a lot and actually turned out successful. So I'm saying all of that to give my point. I believe personally that a lot of it has to do with mindset, the people's mindset. So when I'm thinking about the mindset, I'm talking about it from the child's mindset. I'm talking about it from the parents' mindset. I'm talking about from a cultural standpoint, where, a lot of parents actually see their children as like, almost like your old age pension. And because they see them as their old age pension, where later on in life they will take care of them, they will do everything that they can to invest in that child so that the child will actually accomplish a lot. A lot of children as well actually see it as their responsibility to take their family out of poverty. So as a result of that, they put in the hard work because they believe in the saying, which I grew up on, and a lot of people grew up on, in saying that education is a way out of poverty. So from my standpoint, I firmly believe that a lot of it is down to the mindset of the child, the mindset of the people around the child as well. I could even look at, if you look at it, even though I don't agree with with some of her music, you could even look at the musician Spice. She talks a lot about being homeless and to where she is now. I am sure that it's not just the resources that got her there. It is also the mindset. If you don't have a determined mindset, a strong mindset, I personally believe that success will sort of slip by you. I believe that it is all down to you. I look at it as well because even when I'm reading as well, I also realize that even people who have like Jamaican parents, or you could say that children who were born in Jamaica have gone overseas, tend to succeed more as well. And I firmly believe that it is that root, the foundation that is there, that, we believe that definitely education is the way to go. So no matter what, the child is going to push through because they know that other people, is depending on them. They also believe that, okay, this is what my parents did not have it. I want to make something out of my life. So I firmly believe, and I hope that you agree. Of course, you don't have to agree, but I believe that the mindset of everybody plays a role in their success, because you could have all the resources that you want in life, all the resources that can sort of set you up for success. If you don't have the mindset, if you don't have the determination, if that is not what you want, then all that resources is not going to help you, because you're just not going to put out the hard work. You are not going to put out the effort, because sometimes when things come too easily, you tend not to appreciate it. So going back to the saying, when I look at it, in a developing country or an underdeveloped country, I believe that the children who actually excel, which is a lot of them, right? It is because of their sheer determination. It's not that the resources were available. I noticed something as well. Even with some parents who actually migrate, sometimes their mindset change, or sometimes the children that they have in like the foreign country, they do not put out, they do not stress the importance of education. Mind you, I could be judging wrong, because I have to say that in a foreign country, sometimes the parents are so stressed. Sometimes they are almost like they are scared of social services. So the kind of effort, the things that we would use to sort of curtail the behavior of the child, to sort of shape the mindset of the child, we are not able to do it. So perhaps that is what plays a part in some parents, not all parents, some parents not actually putting out enough effort to stress education. Another factor could be that in a lot of foreign countries actually have benefits, have a benefit system in place. So it's like people are aware of the fact that even if they don't excel in life, then of course, the system will to a certain extent take care of them. So perhaps it's from that standpoint where some people who have all the resources do not put out the effort. Or it could be that because they have never experienced poverty on a certain degree, then they don't feel the need to actually work hard, because all that they know is that the system will take care of them. I don't know if you disagree with me in saying that the mindset, a person's mindset, plays a major role in their success. Please let me know. Let me know what you think. It would really be interesting to hear what people think about this one. All right. I actually have a mobile number, and it will always be listed. But remember that it is only for, you can only just use it during the live stream only. Outside of the live stream, the only thing that you need to do is to write your opinion in the comment section, and then I will definitely get back to it. Of course, I am relatively new to live stream, so I won't have a lot of people watching. But remember what I have said. This will always be a video as well. And I'm going to continue to do live streaming on a more regular basis. And at some point, I know that, of course, people will get brave enough to actually have a conversation, because this is something that we actually need to talk about. We have to look at it. And it would definitely be good to get somebody else's perspective, because perhaps the way that I see it is not the way another person sees it, or perhaps there could be another reason for it other than what I'm looking at, to say that, it has to do with the mindset. It has to be with the belief of people. It has to do with what is instilled in people. In that, like I've said, in Jamaica, poverty, we know that education is the way out of poverty. So perhaps the way I'm looking at it, perhaps that's not why, some people don't excel. Thank you for watching this video. It's actually a live, not a video. Can tell you that I'm very new to it. And of course, like I've said, I will be doing, lives more regularly. And of course, at some point, we'll get to the point where we are participating, we are talking some more. When you're watching this live as well, do know that I really appreciate you. I can see that the numbers are going up. So I know that the viewership is also going up as well. Let us build a community. Let us take part in the lives as well. I have different topics coming up. So even if this was not a topic that you were interested in, perhaps another topic you might be more interested in. Because I was reading, I think I heard it on the news. So you'll realize that some of the things that I talk about is going to be from a UK perspective. I was reading that mental health concerns is going up amongst teenagers. I also saw where a politician in Jamaica is going to try to get visa free, visa-less travel to certain destinations, meaning the big three. So the big three countries they're going to seek it from is travel to the UK, travel to Canada, and travel to America. So one of the lives, which is going to be the next live that I'm going to have, is for us to look at it and see if migration works in the favor of developing or underdeveloped countries. I have my opinion. So definitely when I have the live, I'm going to give my opinion. Hopefully, I'm going to start writing a description so that you have an idea of where we are going with the live. And hopefully at some point you will join in as well. Thank you so much when you're watching this video, and good night.